Okay, here's another YouTube. This is the Medion, which is also Leonardo da Vinci's Lost Painting. This is the greatest duet painting on the planet. Let me show you what we're going to be showing, some of his tricks. Leonardo da Vinci's tricks. You know he was tricky? Tricky Leo. That's what I call him. Okay, this particular one is the newest painting out there. This is an X-ray inside the Mona Lisa. When you actually place this right in here, you can see that that's where the Mona would be. That's the way he would put the Mona. Okay, he would place her right, disappearing like that. and when you put her up there, him, her, okay, that's where he's going to fit. Okay, now this is called the man with the private part. I like to say it that way. And his head turns this way. But in the other particular images, if you actually look at a smaller version of this being only about this big, it has this looking head over here, as you can see. See how it has another head? Okay, when you put this over here, it matches his shoulder and his face. It's like he's on his face, he's on his shoulder. Okay, so he hides his works within his paintings. So that is another little indication. Also, when you take this, which I showed on one of my other YouTubes, and you change it, it actually turns into little hearts. That's only 1%. That's got pink little heart, and the number 1. There's also a big 2 and a 7. Where that particular number comes up is quite ironic, because in this painting here of mine, he has the number 1 in it. Where? I forgot. But it's somewhere on the left corner area. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I didn't plan for that one for you real quick. I just know it exists. I might have to show it to you another YouTube. I think it's right here. Right here. Big 1. Okay? He has a 1, the same that's in the Mona. Well, that's not just where my 1 is. If I take this and I turn it 90, you will see on the adjustment of the 90, he also put the 1 right there. Big 1. But that's not only where he puts the 1. He also puts the 1 when you change this color, and like I told you how we did on the yellow, you'll end up with a big 1, and you end up with this big 2, and you'll end up with this big 7. Okay, for instance, let me give you one of his tricks. Okay, this actually, when properly looked at, actually comes out an L O V E. L-O-V-E. Okay, we know what that means. Okay, then he does it much largely. A big L. Okay, then he does a big O, then he does a V, and then he does a E. Then he does it even bigger. A big L, a big O, a big V, and a big E. Okay, now what I just showed you is very difficult to try to pull those out, but let me just tell you about some of it. See, you can see this looks like the Jetsons, okay, person, and with another person sitting here on the bed. That's a cartoon. Then you got a big old funny round head person, big old funny round person, another funny round head person, and these are all like Mr. Piggy or something looking up, and it goes endless. Then you find this is a black suit with a V, with a big long head with a cartoon, looking at this big old piggy dog. It gets even wilder, because when you end up with this image here and you rotate it back, we talking about dogs, right? Okay, well, Leonardo da Vinci, let's see if I can even do this one. This is what's comical. Let's see if it's in here. Okay, here's a good one. Okay, do you see the dog? It's right there. He's looking at the dog, and here's the dog. Here's his face. His eyes are looking this way. Here's his dog with the long snout, giving him a kiss. Eyes looking at him. When in his paintings, all of them that I've seen so far, of course, I put that. If you place this doggy here, and you place the face where his is, and you reduce it enough, you can see it fits. But here's another trick of his again. You slide it on over, fits in his hair, and he fits over here. You slide it on over, and he fits right here, dead center, like he would for the Mona. Here's the dog face in the clouds. Here's the dog face in the clouds. He's even hidden here, and he's even hidden on the tip. He actually becomes the puppy dog, because he is a puppy dog to his lover. Okay? That's okay. We all love our animals. And Leonardo da Vinci, if you know anything about him, he was a pure lover. He was like a Santa Claus, pure pumping heart, that I would consider Dr. Dolittle. I mean, there was a saying that I heard, and I believe it out of all the images that I found in the painting, is that he had this saying, and I had never even heard a vegetarian ever even being this vegetarian. He says, "I will not use my body as a tomb to carry dead carcasses." So, you know, if you really think about it, for being an animal lover and animals loving them, and you see so many animals in his in his movie, which is his movie is a painting. Period. Anybody says anything else, you know, okay. Well, yeah. Also, I'm gonna anyway. If an animal was to smell that you ate meat, and he was just to meet you, in a sense, some wild bird or anything or whatnot, will have a little bit of more fear of danger that you wanted to eat them. Okay, so you would adjust to animal life a little bit better if you didn't frighten the ones of thinking that you're going to consume them. Now, this is extremely interesting. It's going to be because these are letters, and I do believe it comes out to be NWD, or it's NWD, and something in here. And I do believe this is a slash, and this is F4. You can see the 4. Okay, here's something for you to see. Okay, watch. This is a symbol that he puts on his lips. Watch. What do you see? Whoops. Okay. Looks like an NWD. And this is an F/4. Crisscross 4. Big bushy mustache. Okay. Let me show you. Okay. Here it goes. These are okay. These are small letters, not as big as these. So if I reduce this one down to my letter size, and I put the mustache across, let's say it was right there, so his mustache would run across this zigzag, like this zigzag, and that means this is at the tip of his nose. So if I was to shift this down, my goodness, I see a face. It's a sideways face. You see it right here with an eye and an eye. It's something to examine. Okay, I'm telling you, this guy is that tricky. Okay, and they're there. He puts it wherever you think it could be. He's done it. Okay, so if I grab this, whoops, if I grab the other one and I was to try to set that up in here, okay, look at that. He matches his shoulders. He matches his shoulders, the mustache. Okay, and the NW way down here, okay, shows it to be here. Well, what is that too? Because he, look at that. It looks like a D. Looks like a D here. Okay, I don't know what those are, but you know what you do is you've got to keep pulling colors and seeing what you can find in the layers. Now this is only like a 1.5 megabyte. I mean, if you gave me quality, I'll give you quality. But anyway, this is what I've been dealing with. I'm dealing with trying to keep an engine running with a coat hanger. And I think I've done pretty good, buddies. Anyway, I want to say God bless the whole world, the universe, and the heavens, and you have a wonderful, wonderful night. Amen.